Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new Sims video. I was gonna say Sims 4 video then, but it's kind of this and kind of isn't. As you can tell, we are in not The Sims 4 today. We're actually in The Sims 3. You'll have to bear with me because I filmed with OBS, which is normal, but I forget that in The Sims 3 it kind of like absolutely dims the gameplay, so I need to work out how to fix that. But anyway, I had to basically just go and color correct this and make it a little bit lighter and brighter, so hopefully it looks okay. Anyway, if you've never played The Sims 3 before, then this creator sim will look so vastly different to The Sims 4. Like, if you're just a Sims 4 player, this is going to be kind of crazy in all the best ways, including the thing that I literally just showed, which is we had a colour wheel in The Sims 4, which honestly, I missed it. Like, I miss the colour wheel. It is still the one thing in The Sims 4 that I kind of wish we had, I'm not gonna lie. And I know that we've kind of been introduced with more sliders recently, but like, I don't know, that colour wheel, it's just unbeatable in my opinion. I don't necessarily mind the sliders in The Sims 3 when it comes to like face sculpting, if that makes sense, but I did find it really hard to replicate it in The Sims 4. I don't know why, but I did. I kind of struggled with that bit. As you could probably tell, I didn't have as much custom content in The Sims 3 that I do in The Sims 4, which definitely came at my advantage in The Sims 4, to be honest with you. Yeah, I didn't have as much custom content. I think, in fact, the only custom content I had in my game was, like, the skin, because I personally don't know, I quite like a custom content skin in The Sims 3. I mean, I do in The Sims 4 actually as well. So actually it's not just a Sims 3 thing, but yeah, that was the only thing I had. So I kind of did with the clothes as best as I could. I mean, let's be honest, that 2000 style kind of did make a comeback last year, so technically a lot of the clothes that are in this game now are probably actually still relevant if you think back to it, but it's all the low-rise jeans and like the low-rise trousers for me. I can't get behind anything low-rise, unfortunately. I think I will always be a mid to high-rise girly. That's just my personal preference. Anyway, I wanted to do this video because I spoke a little bit about the fact that I miss playing The Sims 3 sometimes. Every now and then I just get that itch, I get that craving to play the game, and I did in this particular day, this particular day, when I filmed this video. It was actually a lot of fun. I even loaded into the world with this sim, because The Sims 4, The Sims 3 kind of works differently. In The Sims 4 you have to create your sim first, but in The Sims 3 you kind of have to load into the world first and then like create a household that way, like pick a house and then create a household. Actually, do you? Am I lying to you? Yeah, either way, you load into the world first, you get that little world visual, and then you create the sim. Don't know why I'm telling you all this, but yeah, if you've never played it before, if you've never played The Sims 3 before, I vastly recommend it, because you can buy it fairly cheap nowadays. Not from EA, but you can buy it fairly cheap elsewhere, and then just like, you know, put in the codes. It's really cool. Anyway, I kind of went through a little bit of the boho kind of look. To be honest with you, how I picked the clothes was, I think I have clothes in The Sims 4 to replicate it, is genuinely how I picked it. I kind of felt like I had something over the shoulder. Yeah, again, like I said, I used that blooming colour wheel so that we could get a white skirt, and it looked so cute. I actually think she turned out really cute, to be honest. Anyway, would you guys be interested in a either Sims 3 like series, or like a series of videos in The Sims 3? Because like I said, I do have that itch kind of at the minute to play The Sims 3. I'm just not sure whether people would like it or not, but let me know. And obviously I've got to try and bloody fix the lighting issues so that we don't have that issue. But yeah, you'll also see, if you've never played The Sims 3 before, that we have different categories than we do in The Sims 4. In The Sims 4, we had the addition of hot weather and cold weather. In The Sims 3, we just had the addition of cold weather. Like, so whether it was summer or whatever, you'd just have the same everyday outfit, which I think I actually do prefer. prefer now that I think about it. I get the cold weather, but I think I do quite like the fact that you just have an everyday outfit, because you can add more than one everyday outfit in The Sims 3. You just can't do it from the, like, base. Like, when you first create the sim, you have to do it, like, when you're in-game. And I actually can't remember how you do it, to be honest. I know you can, but I can't remember how. Anyway, you'll also notice The Sims 3 is a little bit more risque with what they have in terms of, like, clothes and stuff, including what I gave her for sleepwear. Although I do love it. Like, I always give my Sims that sort of thing. Absolutely love it. Yeah, even when I was, like, picking the traits for this sim, like, I just was having so much fun going through the different traits, and, like, I don't know, I feel like the Sims 3 give their Sims a bit more personality, if that makes, no tea, no shade, no disrespect, but I feel like the Sims have more personality. I think I was really just trying to utilise the colour wheel, truth be told, having a look at this. I was really just like, I'm gonna get the different colours for everything. But I like that, you know? I love it so much. God, I miss it so much. Anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed this. Please let me know if you want me to do anything else. The one thing I do refuse to do in The Sims 3 though is build. I can't build. Although, having said this, the one feature I did love in The Sims 3 was that it gave you an auto roof feature when you were building, so you didn't actually have to do the roofs, which, as somebody that, like, actually kind of struggles with the roofs, I loved it. I loved that feature with every bone in my body. I loved that feature, and I miss it in The Sims 4 yet again, because I always talk about in my Sims 4 build videos I struggle with roofs, so if we had that feature in The Sims 4, I would adore it. Yeah, so that's me trying to campaign for auto roofs back. Bit niche. Bit the niche request, Sims, but you never know. They could bring it back. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, this was me taking screenshots, and then I was like, oh damn, I actually need to give her traits, and I think I kind of made her like a bookworm, family orientated, workaholic sort of thing. I don't know what I kind of imagined her as, but yeah, anyway, I will see you all in voiceover for The Sims 4 Create a Sim. I don't know why, but I was just really feeling that piano music. Bit random of me, but there you go. I always struggle actually to find background music for the videos. Don't ask me why. I'm always like, well, what's the right vibe? Anyway, let's get into it. I did have to go back and watch my Sims 3 footage when I was filming, because I think I actually filmed them on a different day. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I did. Which meant I did forget her name. Anyway, what I was going to say is, I couldn't imagine what this sim actually would do. I don't know what traits I gave her in The Sims 4. I think I gave her Bookworm, because that was the only one I could remember. I think I gave her Family Orientated, and then I can't remember the third trait, if I'm being honest. I think I gave her something like Creative. So maybe she would be like a painter, or I don't really know. I feel like we have a lot of creative skills in The Sims 4, but not a lot of creative jobs, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like lots of the creative hobbies, such as, like, the candle making and the furniture making one from Eco Living, I can't remember the names of them, fabrication, that's the word I'm looking for. Like, they're all skills that kind of don't really translate into jobs. Like, I know you need them for, like, some of, like, the eco-living job and etc, but I kind of wish we had more jobs in that way. Do you know what I mean? I know you can be, like, self-employed, so, like, technically you could be, like, a candle maker as your job in The Sims 4, as you actually could in The Sims 3 as well. You could also be self-employed, but I don't know, I kind of wish there was, like, actual jobs. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like that's the one thing in The Sims 4 that kind of is lacking, despite there being a whole pack about it, is the careers. Like, I don't know. They've gotten better from when they first started, because at least they're not rabbit holes, but, like, I don't know. I kind of wish there was just more of them, basically. Anyway, I kind of, like I said, kind of struggled with actually trying to replicate her in The Sims 4. Do you know what the big thing was? It was the chin. I feel like I didn't give her as much chin definition as what she had in The Sims 3, but I tried, okay? I tried so hard, but it was just kind of hard to, like, manipulate it in the same way. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. So they are giving slightly different vibes, but at the same time, I think they do look quite similar, but that might just be my personal opinion there. I feel like they look a pretty good replica. Anyway, please let me know if you would like me to do a Sims 3 series. We could even use the sim that we made today. Maybe not in the world that I picked, though. I think I picked... because I have quite a lot of the different worlds that you have, like, the Sims 3 store worlds, basically. I have quite a few of them. So I think I put her in Sunlit Tides, which is, like, an islandy sort of world, but not the Isla Paradiso one. Because that one is, I think, quite buggy, if I remember correctly. It's kind of laggy. It's one of those worlds that I love to play in, but, like, depends if I can handle the lag, sort of thing. Anyway. Yeah, so where was I going with that? But yeah, probably not Sunlit Tides. I'd probably put her in something like Aurora Skies, or like, because I feel I love that world. That world is probably one of my favourites. Or maybe the one that came with Ambitions, Twinbrook? Was it Twinbrook? Yeah, I think so. I would love to. Anyway, like I said, let me know if you want me to do that, because I will 100% do it. We could also just create a new sim, to be fair, as well. I am not offended by that. Anyway, this was me, like I said, trying to find something similar. So I kind of went with this off-the-shoulder top, because I kind of thought it's not 100% the one shoulder that we had in The Sims 3, but, like, it's the most similar that I'm going to get. But notice that I did have to use custom content for majority of the outfits I created. Because I found it, like, I was going to try and do it with just, like, base game initially. And then I was like, no, this is a challenge. Well, when I say I was going to try and do it with base game, I mean, like, base game and the packs. But, yeah, I couldn't do it. So, I'm sorry about that. Anyway. I feel like this video has been a massive rant of me just being like, I love The Sims 3, which I do. I just haven't played it in such a long time. It was quite fitting, actually, because my brother came into my room as I was editing this video, and he was like, is that The Sims 3? And I was like, yeah, it is. Because if you guys don't know this, my brother was the one that actually got me into The Sims, and it was through our love of The Sims 3, and... yeah, genuinely, I used to always play it on his laptop initially before I got my own laptop. But yeah, The Sims 3 was the first, like, proper Sims game that I ever played, because I was a big DS and a big Wii girly growing up. So I did play a lot of, like, My Sims Kingdom, My Sims Racing, I'm sure, My Sims Party, I'm pretty sure. I loved that game. I loved playing them all on my DS. In fact, I even had The Sims 2 on PSP, which also my brother owned, and I used to still just play The Sims 2. That might be one of my favourite Sims games as well. Like, honestly, I wish I still owned the PSP sometimes, just to play The Sims 2. I don't think my brother does. I'm going to ask him, actually. Because I might steal it off him if he still owns it. I don't think he does, though. I wish he did. Anyway, this has been a Mahusid ramble about my love of The Sims in general. I just love this franchise. I just love it so much. Honestly, like, it's kind of crazy that The Sims 4 has now been out for 10 years. Like, I do find it so mind-blowing, particularly because... I guess it's because my life has changed a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I've kind of grown up with The Sims 4 more so than The Sims 3. Like, it feels like I've kind of lived a whole new life. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to use the next 40 seconds just to say a massive thank you for watching this video. Like I said, please let me know if you want a Sims 3 series, or if you just want more videos about The Sims 3, because I'm more than happy to oblige. Also, let me know if you have ever played The Sims 3 before, because I actually think there's a lot of players that have just played with The Sims 4, so I think that would be really, really interesting to see if we have mostly new Sim players that watch me, or whether it's like people that have been watching the game for a really long time. Anyway, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, go subscribe, do all that fun YouTube things, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.